Hello, Aries. Welcome to my channel. This is your reading for the month of June, and we're going to start looking at some cards that tell us anything they want to tell us about your love life, your career, your significant relationships, your finances, and I'm using the Art of Tarot deck by Liz D, the Bhagavad Gita wisdom cards, and the Way of the Soul oracle cards as well. Okay, I think we're nearly ready. Show us the cards we need to see for Aries for the month of June. Okay. Okay. So here we are, Aries. Got the Five of Pentacles in reverse with the Two of Wands, with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, the Five of Cups, and we have the Eight of Wands. To start off with, I feel like a lot of you are getting past some kind of breakup, and you have moved on, and that's what you're telling yourself. I think from the point of view of this relationship, which is again clarifying the Five of Pentacles, there has been a breakup or you've moved on from a relationship. It was basically something that was giving you, it was what was bothering you about it is the fact that, see, a lot of twos here, this going back and forth. There was a lot of going back and forth, and you didn't know whether this relationship was, had the stability in it, and you kind of have moved on from just wanting, like being a pendulum and going from one decision to the next decision because you weren't getting certainty. And I think that bothers you. You're focusing in June on friendships. I love and appreciate my friends. That's what's coming up. So what's happened for you, because you didn't like the back and forth, is you have decided that your commitment is worth more than that. You actually have more to give than this person that you were dealing with was ready to receive. It feels like they were holding they're holding on to something. There's some reason, there's some blockage to do with why they're not able to be certain in this relationship with you. Now we have the Five of Cups. It also talks about some kind of communication. Eight of Wands, Five of Cups is, some kind of communication regarding this breakup. It's going to be, you feel like you want to reinforce the breakup. You feel like you want to be more assertive when it comes to saying, this is as far as I will go. I'm getting this very strong energy of I can't go any further anymore in this relationship, and if there is a move that needs to happen, it has to happen from the other person's side. Okay, and you're going to focus on your friendships, and I think they will bail you out through a difficult time. If you're going through a difficult time emotionally, and guys, I'm coming back after a break in the last month because I was just so busy with my baby. But now he's all right, and I seem to have a bit more of a routine, so I've decided I'll come back and do this more regularly. So thank you for subscribing to my channel, my subscribers, and also if you're a new subscriber to this channel, thank you, and I hope to see you again soon. And I do plan to do readings more frequently as well. Now I need to pick out a Bhagavad Gita wisdom card for you. And as we're seeing, you're moving on from this relationship, and your June month looks like you will be dealing with some kind of government regulated. This is a card that's coming up to say there's some kind of health regimen that you have put in place, or you're thinking about putting in place a health regimen that involves a diet. You could be dealing with applications to the government, or some kind of dealings with the government to do with how things are regulated. You could be expecting a call from someone, in an official kind of a place in their life, regarding a job. It could be about a job as well, but it's more concerning some kind of, like the maintenance of your building or apartment or something like that, something to do with regulations. It could be that there is a new regulation to follow, like from June onwards, that could be affecting your life, that could be to do with what's going on in the world. But it seems like you're going to look for, you're going to have many people to do this with, or they are looking up to you in some way. Maybe you are the person in charge of putting this regulation in place at work or something like that. So it looks like you'll be busy doing this in June, and you have your hands full, and you'll be talking a lot. Like, it feels like to me this is a very chatty card. And June, of course, is the month of the Gemini transition into the sun's transit into Gemini, and I follow sidereal astrology. So it's not going to happen until about June 14th to the 15th, but it will happen. And the sun's transit into Gemini, of course, means there's going to be a lot of chit chat and talk, and things getting done over talking. So maybe the month of June. For you, you do have the Eight of Wands card, and that is communication, and you've kind of reached the end of the line with this Five of Cups here, and you're saying, I'm not going to go any further, you have to meet me halfway. And you're going to be busy, and you're going to rely on your friendships to come through for you, and you're going to probably go out more, if restrictions are lifting in where you live in the world. You're going to go out more, you're going to or at the very least get in touch with your friends by the phone. Video calls, voice calls, all that is Gemini communication. So that's going to start for you. I see you hanging out with friends more and discussing things like your health regimen, or what you're actually doing to maintain your diet, to maintain your body, your health. It looks like a very positive month for you. And if there is something else that I have to say, from just looking at the cards, you have this Lovers reversed, um and you also have friendships. I feel like some of you are talking to a lover who's now going to become a friend, or maybe a friend who also was a lover. But this relationship seems to be moving from one kind of a relationship to another kind. I also feel like this card might be talking about the nature of this relationship, the Lovers reversed, right? I think it also means that this relationship is going to become more of a friendship. Or are you dealing with someone who was a friend who's now become a lover, but its talks are on hold because some kind of commitment is not coming through, and there's uncertainty around your romantic love life in June. So I feel that maybe, let me know in the comments, what resonates with you. I feel like maybe if you stayed open to talking it out in June, because communication is favored in the month of June. I feel that if you let go of this feeling that you reach the end of the tether and they have to meet you halfway, and become a bit more unconditional, go on, Aries. Do it for the team. If you became a bit more unconditional and dropped some of those conditions, which is what I mean by unconditional, right? Like, drop your condition. You might find it in yourself to inject a spark into this relationship, because I somehow feel, because Mars ruled Aries, you guys are the ones to initiate things. I mean, if things fall into a slump, it's usually people look up to the Aries or the Leo or the dominant signs to keep pushing things along. So, especially Aries, because they're known as a sign of the spark, the first fire. So I feel things are in your hands, but see how you go. Don't put yourself through drama, unnecessary drama. And let me know how things go, Leo. Okay? Take care. See you next time.